Do you feel like you're drifting away from your loved one the longer time passes? If the answer is yes, that is totally normal. I know exactly how you feel, and I try to find ways to undo this feeling because I want to be able to stay as close as possible to my mom for as long as I possibly can. And one of the best healing strategies that you can use for this, we are going to talk about right now. When it comes to grieving, we often tend to avoid anything that has to do with that person that passed away because it is just too painful to handle. So we may completely avoid places that we've been together, music that we listened to with them, movies that we were watching with them, because it feels like your heart is breaking into a million pieces over and over and over again. But here's the thing, reconnecting with these things is actually, first of all, super healing for you, and second of all, is also going to keep their memory alive for longer. At least that's what I found. So what I did this Easter holiday is I went a complete trip down memory lane. And for the first week, I went to the island in the Netherlands where my mom lived. So I would see all her friends, I would drive past her house. And yes, that was incredibly scary because she was renting it back then. So all of the furniture was changed. And it was really weird and painful in a way that it was completely new, and all of a sudden her existence in a way in that place was just wiped out. And I went to all her favorite places, her favorite restaurants, and yes, it was really tough. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. It's so painful in a way, and there was a lot of mixed emotions and anger and sadness throughout that week. But it was also so healing. And I was also so happy to reconnect with her in that way, because I do find it incredibly tough in your normal day-to-day routine. Maybe that person wasn't a part of your day-to-day routine, like in my case. And I find it really hard to connect with her through this and to remember her all the time, because there are not these constant reminders no matter where I go. The next thing I did was in Austria, there's a museum by Swarovski, the crystals, and it's just so incredibly beautiful, so stunning. And my mum took me there when we were kids all the time. So I went there again and revisited one of my favorite childhood memories, which not only is going to heal you grieving so much more, but also heal your inner child, because those things that we do now that we did when we were young do exactly that. And honestly, once again, just like being on the island, I felt so close to her because this is what we did when we were younger. And yes, it's so horrible to know that you're never going to get to do that with your person again. But the beautiful thing is that you can do it by yourself. You can do it with other people that you love, and one day, maybe you already have kids, you're going to be able to do it with them and share those memories and talk to them about that person that passed away, so that somehow they are still alive and somehow you're honoring them in a really beautiful way. And you're also connecting through these experiences with them again, I found, at least, because knowing that I walked all those ways with her and knowing that this is where we ate and this is where we did this and this is where we did that, it really does bring you closer to them. So that separation that happens just automatically after somebody passes away, and we may not take care of it all the time, that slowly drifting away, you're going to pull that closer again and therefore heal so much at the same time. What you could also do, you could even take a photo or just a little memory thing that you have of them to the places that you're going to. So then it's like a symbolic sign of that is that person and you're taking it with you there. So there's lots of different ways of what you can do. Obviously, the experiences itself, they're totally up to you. The things that you did together, the memories that you have with that person. So I can't give you a direct guide of where to go and what to do. But I think that there was already a few things that came to your mind when I was talking about this. And so I hope that you are going to find the strength to reconnect with them through this process, because I know that it is really tough, but I also know that it's possible. If I just did it, then for sure you can do it too.